My name's Lolly. My name's Armani.
My name's Julius.
My name's Amaro,
My name is Luis.
My name's Anthony.
And
and
this
this
is
is
the
LT
LT Talk.
Talk.
So, on this podcast, we're talking about different parts of businesses, marketing, and finance from the view of high school students.
On this episode of LT Talk, we'll be talking about entrepreneurship and important skills for an entrepreneur to be successful and why some new businesses fail.
All right, because they have like doubt and like they feel like they gonna fail because they gonna start slow and like they not gonna have much progress in the beginning, but they got to keep on grinding. And some people might fail.
See, in my opinion, I just think people overlook, like, they doubt them off the rip. And for example, like Shark Tank, you know, when they're doing the product, they say like it's not gonna work, but it does work in the future.
Oh no, yeah, like for sure. And I also think like lack of research and like not being prepared also goes into that. That's why businesses fail.
Yeah, I do
Anyone?
think it's like lack of motivation
Yeah.
because at one point you're like, oh, that's a great idea. And then you just like start losing the spark that you had in the first place.
I like it. For example, like the Ring camera, like they made it better, and they got rejected by Shark. But they want the product, and they're one of like the richest companies in the world right now.
What are ways that we can avoid failing in business?
Another way you can avoid failing a business is probably like stay motivated to like compete with other businesses, and don't doubt your product. You gotta look for the stars.
I also think like maybe like setting small goals. Like setting small goals so you can focus on those little goals, and also like loving what you're doing and not quitting.
Another thing is when you're making a business, people are gonna reject you. People are gonna make fun of you, doubt you, but that's not the way. Reach for the stars. You got this.
All right, thank you, Luis.
Who are some famous entrepreneurs that like failed early on in their career?
Walt Disney.
Elon Musk.
Steve Jobs.
Explain why.
Mr. Beast, he made 100 videos before he actually like blew up.
Who were some famous entrepreneurs that failed early on in their career?
I think Elon Musk failed with SpaceX. They had some blowups while we were going into the year, but he never gave up. So SpaceX is one of like the biggest companies for space.
Yeah, no, you're right. Elon Musk have failed many times, but he had that long-term vision, and he was able to adapt from his failures to eventually become one of the biggest persons in the world.
Mr. Beast, he made 100 videos before he went popular.
I think one would have to be Bill Gates because he like started a business with his friend that like crashed and like didn't go well. But now he's like one of the most famous people and most rich.
And also the Ring camera. The Ring camera, like, it got rejected by Shark, and like they never gave up. So they are one of the richest companies now.
I think Walt Disney he had lack of creativity. So when you don't have like a lot of you know, what do y'all think new entrepreneurs should focus on?
They should focus on avoiding like the hate and like all the bad comments. They should focus on what they're doing mostly to like build themselves up.
They should start small. You know, don't try to go all the way up. Yeah.
I think that they should focus on research and like on what they're doing and like yeah, on what they're selling, just so that they know what they're doing and nothing goes wrong. I think building a strong connection and network with industries and stuff.
Yeah, so no, I think like they should, research, financing because that's very important. Working with money, you know, they also need to, develop leadership skills and like time management to really focus on what they're doing.
Yeah, and they have to have like a motive and a passion for what they're doing, so that way it actually goes through.
They have to set some risks up. You know, some sacrifices
Be
need to
made.
be made. You need to have passion too
She said that.
and confidence. Yeah, that's basically it. What about you, Omar?
What about you?
Um, advertising, marketing,
Communication.
communication.
Leadership.
Yeah.
All right. So that's our question. Say that again.
They need to have, new entrepreneurs should, be very, um, I don't know what to say.
To be an entrepreneur, you need to be focused on the goal, not what other people think.
But you could also use what other people think because they might have a good idea. You could give them credit. Yes, you could give them credit.
What if like you know how Jordan is, right? What if Nike?
Nike and Jordan is about the same thing. What makes a good leader?
What makes a good leader?
Someone that can lead people and not like. Wait, let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. I wasn't done. Just let me finish. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you just rock out. All right. uh, like a good leader is someone that can really communicate with their peers and really like talk to them and not like just try to boss them around and do all this stuff. Like, you know,
A leader is someone who sees the max potential in somebody. Like they know like what they can do and what they don't know how to do.
Yeah, so like leaders should have an open mind, have be an active, active listener, being able to, take ideas from him from other people, and also like Julia said, communication. Communication is very big. Also have confidence in themselves and always be positive.
Yeah, I think a leader has to know what they're doing and like spread their idea to other people with those communication skills, so that way the plan goes out good.
Mostly inspiring people. You know, people need inspiration.
who is your biggest role model?
Y'all don't know what
Like
that
for
is.
entrepreneurship or
It could be anything, like in general. Like it could be
My
your
dad.
family. Yeah.
my biggest role model is probably like the best baseball player in the world, Boba or Elon Musk. You know,
I said it.
Uh, my biggest role model is my dad because he.
Next question. Who can people look up to when starting a business or look up for inspiration?
for me, it's Jamie Sinoff,
Who's that?
the Ring camera owner.
The the
Bro, it's
the
The door,
owner of
the
Ring
doorbell.
cameras,
Yeah,
like the doorbells.
yeah.
Why?
Because he got rejected on Shark Tank. You know, people
What's up with you with Shark Tanks? Like,
and and like he didn't give up. He never gave up.
mm,
He didn't even go back to Shark Tank. Well, he did, but like with a better thing. And now he's rich. Like I wish that was me.
I think Jeff Bezos. He is one of the people who
um,
well, he has many accomplishments over his years, and again, he failed many times, but always got back up, and he's one of the most respected people right now. Yeah.
It would probably be someone who like did well in their career or is very successful, and so people could like go off of their steps and kind of like also have a successful career along with them.
How can you manage your time wisely?
You could actually. I think
You can like have a good schedule, a good time set up, like have everything arranged in a good time. A good sleep schedule is very important too because you need energy to go on the job.
It's usually just having like responsibilities for what you need to do in life, you know.
Uh, I think setting clear goals and prioritizing the important things, and also staying focused on like what you're doing, and like try to avoid multitasking, and practice like having a routine for things so that it won't be as hard, and every day you'll get better a little bit better every day.
And like splitting up the work between people can make it a lot easier, so you don't have to do all the work, or one person doesn't have to do all the work.
Yeah, I do think that like having a plan or like a schedule would be good, so that way you know what you're doing and when you're doing,
Mhm.
and it's easier.
I agree with Anthony. You know, I feel like what he said was very inspiring.
You could take time out of each week to view your progress and adjust your times to see how well you're doing.
Every day you're getting better. Every step is one step closer to your goal.
How do you avoid sabotage?
You can avoid sabotage by interesting the right people, working with the right people, and not telling your business to everyone.
You can avoid sabotage by other companies by thinking what is the best move you can do.
Wrap it up.
I think preparing for the worst is a good way to defend yourself against sabotage. Having a plan and a recovery plan so that your business won't be as hurt as much. Like
Okay.
staying on top of things.
Or just like not work with anyone else and just keep to yourself.
Trust somebody who wouldn't do bad stuff to you.
People always switch up, though. If they think your idea is better, they could steal it.
Like keep it like to your mother or your father or your
Okay,
brother.
this is the LT talk, and my name is Armani.
My name's Lit Lolly.
My name's Julius.
My name's Amara.
My name is Luis.
My name's Anthony.
And this is the end of our podcast. Cut.
Brother.
My name's Armani.
And this
Name's
is
Julius.
LT Talk.
You gotta wait for Julius.
Ways you could avoid failing in a business. You could have like a good startup before like you.
You just turned it off.
Skibbity Rizma. Skibbity Tola.
Let's record for 5 minutes straight right here.
Right, 5 minutes straight right here.
He cuts more than me.
What is this?
And like ring camera.
Oh, stop saying ring camera.
Oh, Elon Musk. Let me talk about Elon Musk. So ring camera type shit. Shout out to my guy Amara. In the street possible. What did I do?
ASMR on my beard.
Literally
every time.
we say that every time we always just
We always
Outta
get
here.
hey, man.
No cuts.
No.
And then you're just like,
No. What do y'all think? Oh,
You go.
what do y'all think